Hi, everyone. Welcome to Ecom Connect. My name is Jennifer, and I am your community manager. And today I'm going to give you a little tour of the platform as you enter into our community so that you can feel comfortable, you know where everything is, and you can take advantage of the community and the tools as much as possible. So let's head over to our Ecom Connect community here. So once you log in, this is where you are going to land. And you should automatically land on the live feed. So what I want to show you first, so this is my profile here. If ever you need anything or you have any questions, you can send me a private message in the platform. Anyone you see here, anyone you meet in the platform, if you go to their user profile, you can go over here and send them a message. So I'm going to show you also Christina, who also manages the community with me and works for the International Trade Center. So if I would want to message her, I would go here and click send a message, and I would be able to message her privately. So feel free to reach out to us if you need anything. I also want to highlight other people in the community that can support you if you need, which are our super connectors. And you will see their profiles like ours. So it's going to say their name. And then instead of saying ITC team, it's going to say super connectors. And they are essentially ambassadors for the community. And they help us, manage the community, answer your questions, and connect you with resources. So feel free to reach out to them as well. And I'm just going to show you an example here of one. Oh, here we go. My Schwar is one of our super connectors. So you can see his name, super connector with a little star. Okay. So what we're going to look at next is where I would love for you to start. The most important thing in order to really take advantage of this community and create really good connections is to have a really complete profile so people can actually see who you are, what your business is, and how they can reach out to you or how they can follow you online. So if you go up here to your little profile picture, go over to my profile and just take time to fill out all of the fields, or as many as you can. Really important to put a profile photo here of you so we can match a name to a face, and as many details that you can put so that we can really get to know you, know how to connect with you, learn more about your business, would be really, really fantastic. And the other place that I encourage you to go is in my settings. And then here you can set up the language of the platform that you would like. So you have the option right now to have English, French, Spanish, and Russian. We have the privacy tab here, so you can, just select what is visible and not. Notifications is the most important. You want to go here and just select what kind of notifications you would like to receive by email. Obviously, we recommend keeping them all selected because that way you will always be up to date with what's happening, what has been shared, any events coming up, and you won't miss anything. But feel free to select, whatever makes sense to you. Also, we send out a newsletter every Monday with what's coming up for the week ahead, anything you might have missed, recordings. So we really want you to receive that email. And then payments is not relevant. You can always change your password if you need. So those are the two places to get started and fill out really all of your information. And then the next place I encourage you to go is in Connect and Company Listings. So this is where you can create a profile for your business, for your organization. And we highly recommend doing this as well, because here it becomes sort of like a resource of all of the businesses within the community. So you can collaborate with other people, you can connect with businesses that are doing something similar to you. And it's just really helpful to have this library in here. So please go in and create your organization. And again, in order for the organization to be approved, we need as many details as possible. We need the logo of your company, the organization name. You can put a cover picture if you like. We need at least a short description. And if you want, you can put a long description below. We need your location, the industry. You don't need to put your full address if you don't want, but at least the city and the country is really helpful. Here's where you can put a longer description. This is important so we know how we can connect with you. And we need at least one social link, so either your website or one social media link. And that's it. And then you create organization. We're going to receive it and we're going to review it, and then we will publish it if all of the fields that we need are in there for us. All right, so the next place I would like to go is show you the live feed, and this is where most of the action happens in the community. The purpose of the live feed is to share resources and questions and anything that could help other members with e-commerce or running their business. So we encourage you to not use the live feed just to promote your business. We have a specific feed for that every Friday, which is, you can see right here, tell us about your business. So every Friday you can go in the comments here and share either one of your products, maybe something new you want people to know about, maybe a milestone or a goal you've reached. So this is really the thread that is dedicated to that every Friday. And if not, we encourage you to just use this to share resources, connect with each other. We will always share any upcoming events here the day before, and we will also share the recordings to the events after the event. So it's really just the place to stay up to date with everything that's happening in the community. Then we're going to go over to the events section, which is probably one of the most important tabs in the community and one of the ones that people go to the most. And this is where you're going to see the upcoming events that are happening that you can join. So we have 2 here coming up. You can click into the event and you'll always have all of the details of what the event is about. And then you will always have a link down here if ever you want to share this event on social media and invite your community or people, your peers. You can use this link. You can't use this link to share the event because this link is only visible to someone who is already a member in the community. So you want to make sure to use this Zoom registration link. And then if you want to join an event, we need you to go over here and let us know yes or no. You will get a confirmation email when you say yes. And you will always see the category of the event here. So we have a couple of different event categories throughout the year. Every month, we generally have a Get Inspired series, which is this one here. And this is where we interview a successful and inspiring e-commerce entrepreneur that has a really great story to share that could be helpful for you in your business. We have the Ask the Expert sessions where we have an expert come in to offer a webinar on all things e-commerce or any soft skills that could be helpful to run and manage your business. We have the Network with the Community series where we learn about networking and then we put our skills into practice. We have the Coffee and Connect, which is once a month. And this is where we just come together as a community. We get to know each other. Sometimes we play some fun games, some icebreaker games. We share our pain points, what we need help with, and support each other. And it's just a really, really great session to come to, especially if you're just coming into the community. And yeah, there's a lot of other events that will be coming up. Also, we always try to curate new events with new themes that can be helpful and inspiring. So that is the events tab. And the other thing that's important to know here is the past events. So every time we have an event, we record the session. And so here you can see all of the past events and any that you might have missed. And if you click into the event, one of the past ones, you will always see at the bottom the recording of the event that you can rewatch. And that way you don't miss anything. You can rewatch this on the weekend or whenever you have some time outside of your business time. The other thing that's important to know in the events section is you can create your own event. So we really encourage members to create meetups and anything that would be helpful for people in the community. So if ever you potentially have a topic that you would like to talk about that would be helpful around e-commerce or soft skills in business, you can create your own event in here. And you can just create your own coffee chat meetups as well. So feel free to use this for yourself also. Now we're going to move over to the members tab. And this is really just where you can see everyone who's in the community. You can search people by location. You can see people on the map. You can sort by recently active, which is a really nice feature because you can see who has been in the community recently. You can search by name, by keyword, and then there's some more filters here. So this is just the member directory. And then in the Learn tab, this is where we have a lot of tools and resources for you. So the articles and guides section is just lots of guides around e-commerce to help you with your business. So you can dig into this when you're inspired to do some reading. There's lots of great stuff in here. You can also look them up by category here on the left. And then we have the tools section, which is really great. The ITC has created a couple of really helpful tools for you here. We have the e-commerce readiness quiz, which allows you to just see where you're at in your e-commerce journey and what you need to do next, so your next steps. We have the e-commerce cost calculator, which is really great to help you see, depending on the payment solutions that you use, how much fees you're going to be paying. We have the payment solution finder, which is which will help you find the online payment solutions available for your business in any given market. And then you can also search here by category as well. So we have some referral tools in here that we also really recommend. And then the video tutorials is essentially all of the recordings from all of our events that you can access. And they're categorized by theme, which is really helpful. So you can either search the recordings by category like this, or by the events, the past events, and the recordings in the description. Okay, let's move on to the next piece here. So the next place you can go is to the Connect tab. So if we go here to collaborations, all right, so this is where you can create an opportunity if you want. So if you have a job offering, or you have an opportunity to collaborate or connect with somebody, you can actually publish this in here. This is really helpful. We also have the company listings, which we looked at before. We have our group section, where you can either join a group or you can create your own group. So these groups are either by topic or by industry or by location in the world. So we have, you know, some projects in Tunisia, we have some in Asia, we have some groups that are around specific topics like cybersecurity. So you can create your own group and start conversations in there. So we really recommend doing that as well. And then if we go over to our Super Connectors tab, this is where you can see the profiles of our current Super Connectors, which I was talking about at the beginning, who are our ambassadors and supporters and helpers in the community. So you can go down here and read about what the program is about, and you can actually apply to become a Super Connector. If this feels inspiring to you and you want to have a bigger part in the community with us and receive some support in return for you as an entrepreneur, you can apply to become a Super Connector. And then you can meet here our current Super Connectors, a little bit about them and where they are in the world, which is really great. The other thing I want to show you is if ever you want to invite someone to join the community, using this little plus button up here, you can write a post if you want on the live feed. You can create an event from there. You can also share your location. So if you're traveling for work and you're going to, for example, I don't know, Africa or Switzerland, you can actually check in and share and let us know what you're doing. And then if you want to refer someone to the community, you can use this little form here and then just invite a user via email. So we appreciate any new members coming in. The more members we have, the more connecting and rich experiences we can have as well. And this is where you're going to see your notifications when you come into the community. You're going to see anyone who commented on a post, anyone who liked a post. So this is the place to go just for your recent updates. I just want to note also that we have an app for the community. So you can search for the Ecom Connect app in the Apple phones and in Android, and in our weekly newsletter every Monday. At the bottom of the newsletter, we have the direct links for those. So make sure that you're receiving the newsletters. And finally, I just want to show you, if you want to follow us on social media, because we post a lot there about upcoming events, you can follow the International Trade Center on Instagram. You can follow Ecom Connect specifically on Twitter. So Ecom Connect has a Twitter account. And for the other platforms, you would be following the International Trade Center. We have the ITC on LinkedIn, and we have the ITC on Facebook. So please feel free to follow us there. We really look forward to getting to know you a little bit more in the community. This is a really great, rich space for learning, for collaboration. Your participation, your engagement is going to make a huge difference. And it's also going to make a huge difference. The more active and proactive you are in the community, the more potential there is to connect with people, create collaborations, and essentially experience success in your business. So we look forward to seeing you. Hopefully you will join our next Coffee and Connect so we can actually put a face to your name, and I will see you in the community.